Hello and welcome to Lad Reviews. Today we are looking at a series on Netflix called Happy. Basically, if Santa smoking a bong, a pancake shooting its brains out, and a strap-on snapping off in a guy's ass is your thing,
then this is for you!
if you can't suspend your disbelief,
This is not for you!
Now, this was a SyFy original, which Netflix have picked up. Does say Netflix original on there, but it isn't. It's a SyFy original. What the fuck is this about? I don't know where to start with this. This is a bit of a bonkers one. Even if you're not into sci-fi, stick with me, because this is not like an Altered Carbon type shit I haven't done a review of because I just got bored. And I love sci-fi. This is not that kind of thing. This is like reality with a little bit of heightenedness of an impossibility. And that's what makes it sci-fi. The casting in this is brilliant. The lead in it, Nick Sachs, is played by Christopher Milani, and he's fucking brilliant. He's been a bit part player in lots of different things. I went through his IMDb profile to try and find out some things to say, oh, you'll notice him from that, but I don't really know many of those things. I mean, they're all popular things, but I'm not familiar with them, so I wasn't really familiar with Christopher Milani when I started watching this. He's superb. There is a scene in it where he's doing loads of cocaine, and I don't believe he's ever done cocaine in his life before, or the director has over-egged him a little bit, but aside from that, in the whole series, that was the only point where I was like, the rest of it was absolutely bob on.
How would you know what it's like to do cocaine?
Shut the fuck up. There's some great female leads in it. The lady playing Meredith, I can't remember her name now, damn, she's really, really good. There's a child in it called Bryce Lorenzo, that's her actress name. She's playing Haley Hansen in it. Really good, very believable. In fact, there's a few kids in it and they're all quite good, which if you saw A Quiet Place, the film where the kids are shit, oh, so annoying. One of the baddies in it, Scaramucci, Baloo, as he's also called in it. I didn't really, I was a bit like, he's all right to begin with. And then he warmed, and as it got towards the end, I was like, yeah, he's a scary motherfucker. But also, there's a few little small parts in it that are really well played.
When I was at drama school, darling.
We were taught, if you get a small part, own it, make it your own. That is how you advance as an actor, you become memorable. You know, there are some actors that have a great career out of playing small parts because they own them. And this is full of those little moments where there's characters that own in their scene. And I think it's really well directed on the whole, right the way across the series. Just to name one, there's a Teletubby in it. You know what I mean? You can't beat a Teletubby. I mean, you can. There's loads of things you can beat a Teletubby with. Like a fucking unicorn. Happy as a unicorn. What is this about? This is about a fucking unicorn. Yeah, I know, but you stuck with it, right? You're still here. So, the best way to describe this is if Quentin Tarantino was directing the Care Bears. Kinda. It's bonkers. It's off the wall. It's off the charts. The whole crux of this is a girl is kidnapped and she has an imaginary friend. And an imaginary friend is Happy, the unicorn. And Happy basically has to help Haley. And he goes and finds her dad, who happens to be Nick Sachs, the lead character in it. And Nick Sachs is an ex-policeman, now turned hitman. He is a bit of an accidental hero / wreckhead. Loves his drugs, loves his booze, loves to get off his tits. And actually, this is not for kids. This is not for kids. Straight up, do not watch this with your children unless you're the sort of parent that lets their kids play with Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, in which case,
They'll be fine! Great parenting!
Happy finds Nick Sachs, and the whole series is about how he tries to get his daughter back. Now, what I love about this, and this is where, for me, this series comes into its own. It's really funny. There's at least one proper laugh out loud moment per episode, and it's very funny throughout. There's some really fucking good bits in it. They use great devices, which, you know, using like TV programs like Jerry Springer as a device to kind of move the story along. Loads of little things like that. But the thing that really made my testicles swell was the fact that throughout all of this, there's lots of little really important bits of social commentary. Whether it's the strain that the emergency services are under and all the stuff that they have to do, whether it's the lack of help for people with mental health, specifically men, which we have at the moment, or just the important, not just, but actually the importance of parents working together for the sake of their child. Those three things are kind of spoken about here, there, and everywhere. And I suppose if you're just looking for something fun to watch, you won't even notice that. But actually, underneath the subtext of it all, there are a lot of really great moments of social commentary. And I'm not sure whether the writers, directors wanted to do that, but it does come across for me, and bravo for that. And that's part of why I'm going to give it 4 stars and why I think you must go and watch it. If you get a little bit squeamish, it might not be for you because there is a lot of gory moments in it. In fact, the opening scene of the opening episode is a bit like... So just be very kind of cautious if you are a bit squeamish. But it's very funny, great acting, well shot, the music's brilliant. The VFX I must mention, because obviously you've got a combination of animation with the unicorn and reality, and they combine them very, very well. As a filmmaker, it wasn't distracting, it didn't jar for me, and I suspended my disbelief and got really involved with it. But it is dark. There's no two ways about it. This is dark. There are some beautiful moments too. Highly recommended from Lad Reviews. Do go and watch it. We really enjoyed it. I've been Marcus J. Richardson. Until next time, peace.